Yo, thanks, Joe. Thanks for a friend in me. Thank you, man. Uh, I'm thank you. I'm thankful. What's it called? Toy Story. I haven't watched Toy Story for so long. Remember, I used to watch the Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear. I was watching a video since you mentioned that. I was like, let me watch what Buzz Lightyear to say again. To infinity and beyond. All right, so today I will do a uh, Karen, she have sent me a PDF of her book, Unwrapping Your Passion, and I have, of course, interviewed her on my YouTube channel. Now, um, one of the thing that I am scared to do the most is to say something that isn't. I say something because it's what I value, right? And oftentimes, spiritual people, law of attraction people, or psychic people don't value what I value because I have a compilation of uh, knowledge, books or videos or um, the things that I learned over the years that combine together, right? And I wanted to share that so bad so you don't have to waste so many years of trying and like think about this. You could have been learning the stuff to get on with your dream, but you didn't want to learn it because it was scary. You didn't want to deal with learning about marketing or things, but you because of how strong our confirmation bias, whether it's spiritual, law of attraction, because when you start learning a subject, whether it's spiritual, law of attraction, you know it so well, and it's ingrained in your subconscious mind or belief system that when a new idea come, it crash, right? It crash with the idea like maybe I do like it crash like nah, I don't. That's not important. I don't need to know that. But why not? I mean, it's your dream. Who else is gonna do your dream for you? So even though I'm afraid to say what I want to say, because if I don't say what I want to say, then I lose out the things that I know and I could offer so much value to you, to my friends that wanting to live their dream, but yet their belief, their confirmation bias is holding them back. There was once a story about Brian Tracy tell a story on his YouTube videos. It was a seminar that he did, and he said that there was a father that his son was spoiled and he didn't want to do anything or get a job. So, or it's something like that. But then his father did something to his son, and he's like, his father said he was willing to make his son hate him, to put him on the right path, some version of that. And I didn't want it to um, cut the message out, and I could have been saving my friend's dream or life because it's their life. Let's talk about reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation for a couple of things. One, I mean, I know that spiritual people believe in reincarnation. I just don't buy into it. I mean, the only reason why I don't buy into it, because in religion, in Buddhism religion, they believe in reincarnation, but that's often in Hinduism too. The one reason why I don't believe it, you have one life, and that I listen to Gary Vee, and it's like you're not coming back. Like you're not coming back. You only have one life. Your life is precious, right? And so if my life is precious, if I only have one life to do what my dream is, or to say what I want to say, so I can help either successful people to get their message out there through video. And if I don't say it, I lose out helping them. And it's come from a place of caring. Um, Sometimes people think that's not caring, but it comes from a deep uh, frustration saying, I don't want them to lose out on what I know. If 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 I don't say what I know, then they lose out what they could have been using to their business or something. And because spiritual people are very proud of about spiritual things, and it's what's inside is not outside. It's all the answers within. But there are reasons why I say that you need both. There are times that you need to go within, and there are times to go without. It's like the introvert and extrovert thing, right? There are times to be introverted, there are times to be extroverted, right? But actually, I'm just mostly introverted. But that's besides the point. And so, if I cut around and saying the things, even though I'm scared of what my friends think of me, because if I'm scared of what my friends think of me, I would never save them from their own, because in their own version, for me, I care, right? I care a lot, and I wouldn't be saying these things if I didn't care, um, because I observe, whether it's through Twitter, Instagram, and I watch and see things, and I was like, crap, I because interview is great, but it doesn't serve. Uh, I mean, it's my dream and it's my passion, but it doesn't serve. Um, I wanted to put it out there one time, my friend Lisa said, you bring the people here all the interview, but you know, right? And she was right. I do know, but until I realized if I don't say it, regardless how they feel, regardless how my friends feel about me, regardless what you guys think, I wanted you to put on you on the right path instead of on the wrong path. Because the confirmation is so strong, you're not gonna seek out information that would help you to do that. So that's why, and also because I don't want my friends to lose out of life. That life is so much more than just existing to what they see with their physical eye, and it pains me to see that. And I want them, even though they think it's harsh, I care deeply for them, right? Like each person, whether it's on my YouTube channel or whatever, I care deeply, even though people don't think so. But okay, let's talk about reincarnation. Like reincarnation, I was thinking that would be boring to reincarnate back here on Earth. Like, why can't I reincarnate, or no, not reincarnate? Why can't I just go like when after I astral project my body and pass away? Why can't I go to another um, universe or system or simulation? That's more exciting, wouldn't it? Like you meet other beings, like that's more exciting. Like if we astral project our body, wouldn't that be cool to see something more than of this physical plane of existence? All right. So anyway, that's besides the point. So there's a big difference between willingly suffer for something that is driven by passion versus suffering for something that is sucking the very life of your soul. If you're driven by passion, you will feel aligned with your path and will have the energy to tackle the obstacle in your way. So that's I find it very intriguing. When you have passion for something that you really want for yourself, right? Uh, we each all have a passion for something, whether my friends are art, um, they are or entrepreneur or building their businesses, or law of attraction is teaching law of attraction. There is something within each and every one of us, and that passion, that that soul on fire will carry us through the difficulty, the setback that we will have, and it will push through it. But when we're working for something that we don't like, when we don't have passion for it, and we suffer because of it, we won't we won't do as well. We won't even try. They say that most American or most of the world. Let me see. Uh, let's see. They say that in 2013, a Gallup poll on the stage of American workplace shared that 70% of 150,000 people surveyed were disengaged from their work. Um, that's a lot. That means a lot of people hate their work because they're not passionate enough. They're not. Now, most people say that what passion has to do with the thing that you do. Well, when the money, when the support, when the things that you need, right, aren't coming through. Oftentimes when people are entrepreneur, they're dealing with rough spot, right? Because things doesn't go their way, or things doesn't um, what was it? Don't move a needle, because oftentimes it's like this, right? When people are building their dream and they don't see the result right away, what they tend to do, quit. I do that too. I admit, right? When I don't see the results right away, I quit. But when you really want something, you go for it, regardless of. You see, I see a lot of people post a couple of videos, but they quit because they don't see the result right away. I have little subscriber, but I'm not gonna quit because you know why? Because I see that the message it's working, right? It's coming through. That's why I keep creating video to shine a light to what um, the spiritual law of attraction uh, are missing, because they're business people. They're law of attraction people who are teaching law of attraction. They're entrepreneurs. They're building businesses. So if they're not learning these things, so that means I have failed in my adventures. I forgot what John Maxwell he said something. I forgot what he said. But if we don't give value up front, so much value, that means I lose. And you was like, what do you mean? That means that when I don't offer you the thing that I know or what I learn, I lose out on helping you to achieve your dream, right? Whatever your dream that may be, and I lose out on that. And that makes me feel like, wow, I I have lost um, um, something in me and that I could share with you or the world, because I was too afraid to share because of what my friend think or what successful people think. Often, sometimes successful people need more information about certain things. They have See, successful people are expert in certain subject matter, right? And so oftentimes they they have information that they could have shared with the world, but they don't have enough understanding of other things that they could have get them there. So I want to be the vessel, the person to tell them that, instead of telling them the um, what was it watered down versions, and try to agree with them and try to say, this is what you need. Say the things that they already know, and that's confirming what they know, instead of sharing the knowledge that they never hear before, or they never took the time to study. Because spiritual people are proud. They are very proud people. Even psychic people, they are very proud. Um, because often proud, or uh, people who are very, they don't take the time to absorb other people information, because they think they know uh, they think they know, or they think that they don't need to know that type of information. But that type of information could save your business, could save your life, could save your soul. But we oftentimes don't want to learn that. Dive in with all your heart, follow your bliss, and people will appear to help you with what you want most. The same thing will happen to you on your own journey of passion. The key is to be open to possibilities and opportunities that show up along the journey. the journey. The biggest lesson on this journey to passion is that we are capable of far more than we realize. We choose a passion life advantage. When you go after something, when you're wholehearted, and so when you make decision become an action, there's um, you're driven by. Okay, so here's the thing. When you just decide, right, to show up for your dream, right? When you just decide, just to, even though even though things don't seem like it's not going your way, just show up, just keep pushing through. When I just okay, so in the world of business people or video marketer expert, they tell you to put out 10 videos, right? Oftentimes, um, it's a good start to because we're afraid to um, look our best, or we're afraid to put it out there of what people think or judgment. Um, we're afraid. That's actually what I think is. We're afraid of, do people will willingly accept our ideas or opinion, or they're gonna hate on them and shit on them, right? And the thing is, regardless of what people think, it's still your dream. If you don't do it, who will? That's why I feel sad for my friends that they create couple of video but they give up because they don't see the immediate results. And I wanted to tell them, don't, I get frustrated, and I say, there are often times I want to tell them, but they don't want to listen because they're too proud. Too many people are too proud. So 10 videos is good when you're starting out, but when you want to create something, you have to keep showing up day in and day out for you, even though you don't see the result. I remember I create so many videos, and I don't know if which one is working, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, and I didn't see any immediate results. There's like um, nothing was working, so I keep showing up. I mean, of course, there were days that I didn't show up because I was losing focus and I was derailed. Um, but I didn't know what video was working. I don't know, so I keep putting out there, regardless of what my view is, regardless of what if people will watch it or not, and regardless. So making 10 video is great, but oftentimes you need to create more to create momentum, to create when you don't see the result right away, when the subscriber or the follower aren't, um, um, because you need to give people time and trust in you. I noticed that when people trust in you and you give it time, you're building your life. Uh, what was it? I can't think of it. Something reputation, right? And that you have to keep putting out, even though you don't see it's working. But oftentimes now that I get to the point where there are successful people on my YouTube channel, um, and what I learned from Evan Carmichael, he said, "Don't be afraid to, when your heart is beating, you go for it." So when I post things, I go what I'm afraid to say to the spiritual people, to the law of attraction people, because they are business people, but they don't want to hear that. So oftentimes I water down the message that I want to give out. That's not very good communication, is it? And that's not truthful if I cut out the message that I want to give to you all. So as I go on the journey of interviewing people and you know becoming successful, I know that sooner or later, um, the message it's being applied, right? And I see it. I observe how people react, and it's very important to give the message, the knowledge, the so you even though you're afraid, you gotta give it your best. You gotta show up for you. And if you show up for you, for your dreams, I guarantee you the help will come to you from people who resonate with you, and they will aid you in your journey. And I see that along my journey. I'm grateful for the support that I have. You know, that they are like, you know, they, you know, like I'm so grateful. Of course, every day there's a reason why I put out videos every day, because I can see that it's working. It have an effect on people. But we're oftentimes if I don't put out, I lose out on things. Because here's the thing, in my brain, I know something, but I was afraid to share it. And when I'm afraid to share it, you guys don't know. And so if you don't know, how can you achieve your dream? How can you market your service, products, or how can you do the things that you wanted to do? Because I'm afraid of spiritual law of attraction, what they think, because they're consuming information that's already in them because of confirmation bias within their brain. Because they consume the information. When they consume the information become them. It's in their biology now. It's in them. It's ingrained in their subconscious. So I can't. The way through being successful is you will be criticized. You will be knocked down, right? As you further along to succeed, you know? Succeed isn't being a pushover. Success is like, damn, that's scary, but I'm going to do it. Because it is scary putting out a video and saying your opinion, and people don't like it because their own belief system, their own bias hold them back. It's not me that hold them back, it's them that hold them back because of years of programming, years of living. Because when you're in school or boarding school, when you're a kid, you're very flexible. But when you grow up as an adult, some ideas, some belief system are very hard to get rid of. And it takes years to wash that belief away, to program new positive, strong ideas to move the life that you want. Because oftentimes old ideas, old belief are holding us back from living our dreams, our goals, and the future that we could have built. Because we were afraid of failing. We are afraid that it won't happen. We are afraid that some people won't like it. I'm afraid. Shit. As I, interview more people and more successful people subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm afraid. But regardless what they think, I want to help successful people too. Because oftentimes spiritual people are proud. They say it's not about the books. It's okay. Or as long as you learn the information that get where you want to go, it opens new door for you. But if we are afraid to access that information, we close off the abundance of information that could have make that dream, that reality come true for you. I wanted to tell you a story. I was afraid to learn a certain information because I'm not good at it, and I still aren't. I don't know how to say it. I'm still not. I'm not good at it. I'm terrible. But regardless, I still learn it anyway because I want to know. And now I know about it. But because you need an audience to build an audience. People are not willing to be patient when they're building their YouTube channel. When they're just posting a couple of videos. I see that. They're just posting just couple. And at first, I didn't know how my message was going to go through, but now I know. I have grown over the years, and now I'm still growing because I'm trying to push myself, my mental, emotional limit, because I'm afraid of what my friend think. Because I know that my friends on my YouTube channel, and I wanted them to hear that even though they don't like my ideas, that they don't like my opinions, don't let that stop. Don't let that become a barrier for them to succeed, for them to succeed in life or to make their dream happen. I don't want that, right? Because oftentimes when we have this confirmation bias, we often seek information that sound that are the same as us, because we believe that to be true. But we need to break out of that confirmation bias and break free and give that dream life. And when you show up, things will happen for you. That's it. That's it I got today. I know that's a long-winded video audio, but that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.